So some diseases don't wait. Alzheimer's keeps degrading the brain, whether the cure is on the horizon or not. So now, scientists are building labs that don't pause either. They keep experimenting, even if nobody is there to feel what this real discovery actually means. So what happens when the cure is discovered by something that never felt what was actually at stake? Google DeepMind has announced an automated research lab. The idea is simple, but radical. AI proposes experiments, robotic systems run them, the results, they feed straight back into the system, which decides what to try next. This isn't simulation. These are real physical experiments running continuously. So discovery doesn't actually happen to anyone anymore. There's no human present when the results appear. No one sensing whether this is exciting or slightly unsettling. The system just records the outcome and then keeps going. And that speed, it genuinely matters. In medicine, in genetics, in neurodegenerative disease research, where every year lost means damage that can't be undone. Automated labs can test thousands of hypotheses. Hypothesize? I don't know. I should know the answer to this. But these labs, they can test thousands of these hypotheses, as opposed to dozens that us humans can. And that's not convenience. That's time recovered, where that time usually just disappears because the scientists went down the wrong direction. So I agree. Speed, it does matter. But speed also means decisions get made before humans can feel uneasy about them. And that unease is often the first signal that something might be crossing a line, even if we can't explain why yet. So think about genetic research. A system like this could discover interventions that humans only dream of reaching. Patterns that maybe we don't see. Combinations that maybe we wouldn't test. It could unlock treatments decades earlier than actually expected. So when humans study genes, it feels heavy because the gene isn't just information. It's someone's child, someone's future self, someone slowly disappearing while we debate possibilities. But the system, it doesn't see any of that. It sees probabilities, statistical improvement, and successful outcome. Exactly. Imagine it discovers a genetic invention that actually works, statistically speaking, but it quietly reshapes what it means to live a human life. The AI doesn't hesitate. It doesn't feel the strangeness of that shift. It just marks that experiment as successful and continues with the next one. But maybe, just maybe, emotional distance is the point. Humans, we hesitate. We get attached on how things used to be. We stop progress because something feels unfamiliar. Some experiments are scientifically valid, but still feel wrong to humans. What about mixing human genes and animal genes? Pushing life just far enough for it to work, but not far enough to stop. AI doesn't feel that boundary. Humans do. Even if we can't really explain it or justify it, we have this weird human sense of I don't know if we should be mixing our genes. It feels a little bit unethical. This lab, it could save lives. It could change medicine entirely. It could give people years they otherwise wouldn't have. Think about it. Maybe you're genetically disposed to getting Alzheimer's. And what they say is the best time to get Alzheimer's is in the future. But what happens if that future is pushed further and further back because of the technology being developed today? Maybe we're thanking AI for that. But it might also be the first time humanity learns something that changes lives without a human being there to say, stop, wait, hold on. Let's think this through. Like, this works. But something about it doesn't feel okay. And that pause, that potentially lost pause, I think it matters more than we're giving it credit. And more than we actually realize. Science is not just for the short term. Thanks for coming along on this one, guys. This was an interesting one that I'm still haven't fully decided. I'm still having this debate in my brain because the impartial side of me is kind of like, yeah, I don't really want to get Alzheimer's when I'm older, so let's do all the research we possibly can now. But, you know, anyway, I'll check you guys tomorrow.